I'm here this afternoon at Turkey Point Provincial Park. The camp area is closed. Maybe I'll go down the beach. I don't know. No, I think what I'll do is I'll go snowshoeing and have some lunch here. I can park here. Well, you can't really come in here. I might get stuck in there. I'll go down the road here to what's called the Mole Side Road, and I'll hike in there and we'll have some lunch. Should be a good day. It's minus 12 here. I'm not feeling any kind of wind at all, so I don't have to worry about a wind chill. But I don't think I'll be going down the beach. Oh, maybe I will go down the beach. Not going swimming though. Well, I'm at the beach. If you need any help, call 911. It's 116 Cedar Drive. Let's see if anybody's out swimming today. It doesn't look that way. But I can't tell where the sand ends and the lake begins. This is Lake Erie, and reports were a few days ago that the lake had totally frozen over. And it does look that way. Turkey Point Hotel is actually open today. Even though it's open, I brought a lunch. So I will head down to the main park, go in the park at Mole Road and hike in today. Oh, good morning. It's Friday, January 30th, I believe. I'm here at Turkey Point Provincial Park. And it was a nice drive down. It's a little bit chilly out. I think it's minus 12, minus 13 degrees. And I'm here to do a bit of snowshoeing today. We'll head down here and go into the park area and hopefully have some lunch there. This is the back of the park. It's called the Mole Side Road. It's closed at both ends. I believe at one time this could be the entrance to the park. The group camping sites are over here, and this road here used to be part of the used to be campsites in back behind here. This goes into one of the group camping sites. I think it's site 1. It is the largest of the 3 sites here for group camping. I was down here snowshoeing about 3 years ago, and I walked into the Fin and Feather Trail to go for my lunch. Change of plans this time. This is the group spot. I'll bring one of those tables down, and we'll eat here. There we go, got the stove going. I brought this pan with me because I bought it off of Amazon. It's supposed to be non-stick, and it's not, so if I burn it, I don't really care today. But brought some soup, put the soup in there, and we'll start cooking away. got some wood here, and all I need is to go for about 15-20 minutes or so, and that should heat up my my soup. Of course, bringing a pot would have been best, but I don't want to blacken my pots. I'm kind of fussy that way. In summertime when I'm canoeing, I always bring a stove with me. And we'll do that. There we go, how's that? That worked. I didn't have any old pots that I didn't want if they were blackened. I had one, but it, especially as it sat on it, don't use it on an open flame. So I didn't. So this will work. It'll be a lid. It'll heat up. It'll take about 5 minutes for it to heat up, I think, maybe 10. And one lesson I learned with my hot chocolate, my hot cocoa, is don't put it in the thermos at a very, very hot temperature so you can't drink it, because it'll stay hot for about 7 or 8 hours. And so I put it in there at a temperature where I can actually drink it. Let's see how this is going. It's looking good. That's heating up. It's a chunky soup that I bought this morning, actually. So it won't take long for it to heat up, actually. It looks ready. There's no simmer on this stove, but I'll eat it straight out of the pan there. It'll stay warm while I'm having my lunch here. And so lots of flame. These stoves, like, all you need is, 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes for a meal. If you have a steak, it'll take about that long. This takes shorter. But the twigs, put the twigs in there and you're good for about 15-20 minutes. There we go. Good. It doesn't take long for this to cool off, though. Setting the camera up, I took it off the stove for a bit, and it didn't get cold, but it got cool. Love this. I have friends that are down in the Caribbean, down in Florida right now in the warm weather. They don't know what they're missing. I didn't have to gather a lot of wood. In fact, I gathered more than what I needed. But my brand new horse felled knife did the trick, just to cut up these little twigs. Picked this up at the Hamilton Adventure Expo. Well, it's been 20 minutes and it's still burning. I could have actually brought a steak out here to have. I do hear a bird. One thing nice about being out here in the wintertime, well, two things. The snow makes everything look nice, and it also acts as a sound barrier. And it's just gorgeous here. I'm having rest here on a stump. one nice thing about snowshoeing. You can go off the beaten path. Make your own path here. It's minus 12 out here. At least it was when I parked here. But with the wind chill it's saying it's minus 20. There's no wind here. But I keep getting hot, keep taking off my hood. And unzipping a bit. As long as you dress for the weather, you can go out in anything. There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. And it's just the roadway that's up here. Every once in a while you can hear there's a couple, actually there's 4 snowmobiles. Here comes one now. That's 3, there is 4 of them. I'll head back to the car and it's nice coming out here. As I said before, on my summer trips I like getting out of the city, and in winter time it's the same thing. I want to get out of the city. Those of you that know me know that my house is in an older section of the city where my neighbor's house is like 4 feet away from me. So this is nice. I want to thank you for watching another Camper 69 video. If you liked the video, then click on the like, please. And also, and if you'd like to, please subscribe to my account then. Great. I'm heading home. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Next week, guess where I'll be? And come along with me as I do another snowshoeing trip and have lunch out in the woods.